Hello, this is Tina Rappy. Thanks for joining me in my stamping studio. Today I wanted to show you a project kit, and this is the Sincerely Santa project kit, and this is one that is featured on page 32 of the holiday catalog, and it's designed to make 5 different tags and making 6 of each one, and then it comes with this really cute tin. With the kit itself, it has step-by-step directions how to do the tags, and then you just have to purchase the Sincerely Santa stamp set. But I wanted to use these a little bit differently, and I made 4 different cards with it. But first I want to show you the different items that come in the kit. So as I said, you get the really cool tin, and this is actually quite big. And all of the supplies come in that, but that could be used for a bunch of different things afterwards. And then it comes with different tag pieces, a couple different ribbons, some snowflakes, doilies, silver and gold accents, little whisper white edged pieces for stamping on, baker's twine, jingle bells, and some other little holly berry and Christmas tree elements. So tons of stuff in there for making your tags or whatever else. So this is one of the cards that I'll be sharing with you today, and all that I've done for all of these cards is I've added a little bit of cardstock for the base of the card, and then some of the Festive Farmhouse Designer Series papers, different ones on each ones, and then ink. And the stamp set that I used for each of these is the Timeless Tidings, and so this one is just a really simple yet elegant stamp set that I thought would be perfect for this. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to start out with a piece of cherry cobbler cardstock and fold this in half. And then I have some of the Festive Farmhouse Designer Series paper. I'm going to use the Merry Christmas from the Timeless Tidings stamp set and Garden Green ink. Now, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but sometimes with my red rubber mounted stamps, what I find is that the label that's on them does not necessarily line up perfectly with my stamped image underneath. So what I like to do before I stamp on my paper is I like to stamp it down on my grid sheet, which to me looks pretty straight, and then see, and this one is, but sometimes it'll look like I did it straight, and when I go to stamp it, it's actually kind of crooked, and so that way I know that I can adjust it one way or another. But this looks pretty good, so I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that on here. Okay, so we're good with that. Let me get that out of the way, and then we're going to use one of the tag embellishments from the Sincerely Santa kit. And on the back side, I'm just going to run a little bit of snail adhesive, and with one of the pieces of the Garden Green ribbon, I'm going to secure that around to the back side. And then I have one of the doilies that come in the kit, and so we'll do the same thing here, putting some snail on it. Then I'm going to take the other piece of ribbon and just tuck it underneath here and tie it in a knot. And then I can use my paper snips to trim off the edges. Okay, we are almost finished here already. A little more snail around the edges here. And this is going to go right on the card base itself. And then I have one of the snowflake embellishments that came in the Sincerely Santa kit, and I'm going to use a glue dot here, right in the middle. Voila, one card is done. Okay, ready? On to the next one then. And the next one that we're going to do is this one right here. So I am starting out with Garden Green. Fold that in half. And then again, this is some of the Festive Farmhouse Designer Series paper. Let me tell you what, this paper, it was really hard for me to decide which sides to use because this paper is so cute. Okay, just like that. And then another one of the tag elements. And that's going to go right here about in the center. And then there are some of these little silver banners that come in the kit. So the really nice thing about this, whoops, I didn't get any snail on that one. This kit is like, so much of it is already prepped for you. You just have to pop the little pieces out and you're good to go. So I'm going to hang this over the edge here a little bit. And then I've got a doily piece, and then I've got this circular piece that has some gold shimmer on it. This comes in the kit as well. And this time we're using the stamp again from the Timeless Tidings stamp set. May the warmth of Christmas fill each corner of your heart and homes. And then this is Cherry Cobbler ink. And because this is round, it doesn't matter if this is crooked like I just talked about with this. So let's stamp that right in there. Like that. Okay, because if it was crooked, all I have to do is just turn it a little bit here. Okay, this I'm going to set aside for just a minute. And I'm going to put, where did I put my dimensionals? On the back of the doily, I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals off. And then this is going to go right on here. Okay, so then with this piece, I'm going to go ahead and put snail on here. That's why I was waiting just a little bit for that to dry. And then this is going to go, and it covers up a lot of the doily, but you still see those pretty edges around the outside. And then we're not quite finished yet. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of snail on each of these holly berries. One there and one here. So there we go. Card 2 is finished. Aren't they adorable? And they're so fast and easy. Here's the third card that we're doing. And so for that, I have a Whisper White card base. Again, folded in half. The star print from Festive Farmhouse. Oh wait, before I stick that down, I do want to take my ribbon, and I like the shiny side up, and just wrap that around here, like that. Okay, then this is going to get mounted on the card base. There we go. Okay, and then I want to add a little depth to this one, so I'm using this garden green tag, and it has the gold foil edging on it, so pretty. And we're gonna pop it up here with a few dimensionals. Let me just get one more under this part. And that's gonna go here. And then this is one of the little tags that I was talking about. So it's Whisper White, but I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but there's stitched edging around it just to make it even cuter than normal. And this one, hoping beautiful moments and happy memories surround you this time of year. And I'm using Cherry Cobbler again. Okay, so again, here's where I want to see if it's straight or not. Line it up on my grid paper. It looks straight. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but it looks like it tips up just slightly. So when I go to line it on here, I want to hover over it and have it straight and then kink it up just a little bit. This is an exaggeration, but instead of having it completely straight when I stamp it down, I want to just lift it just slightly. So I'm going to go right here. There we go. Set that aside for just a minute, and then I have one of the little Christmas tree elements. Again, comes in the kit. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple dimensionals on there. So you can imagine how quickly you could get all of your Christmas cards done with one of the Sincerely Santa kits. You can get of these 4 cards that I did, you can get 6 of each one of them, so that's 24 right there. You'll still have extra pieces and stuff. 1 package of the Festive Farmhouse Designer Series paper. This little star comes from, again, some embellishments that are in the kit, so I just put that on, and then I just want to make sure that this is dry. Good. And then some snail on the back side of this. So depending upon how many Christmas cards you need to send out, just order a package or 2 or 3, whatever, of the Sincerely Santa kit, a package of the designer paper, and some card bases, and you are set. There's card 3. Okay, last card then, which is this one here. And for this, again, we start out with a Whisper White card base, folded in half. The base of this one then, instead of being coming from the Festive Farmhouse Designer Series paper, is a piece of basic black. That's gonna pop on here. And then we're using the plaid from the Festive Farmhouse Designer Series paper. And this is gonna go on the bottom edge. Just like that. And then we're going to use this tag, and we are going to use some dimensionals to pop that up. Okay, this is going to get centered over the top. And then I'm going to use one of the gold banners. That's going to go right over the top and kind of splitting between the black and the print there. One of those little, whoops, come on here, I'm stuck on here. One of the little tags here again. And this time I am using Sending Good Tidings of Comfort and Joy. And this time I'm using Mary Merlot. Let me stamp this one and see how it looks. That one looks nice and straight. There. All right. And with this one, I am going to put some dimensionals behind it as well. Of course, I had all of this prepped ahead of time as far as things cut out, ribbon cut, and that sort of thing. But if you take just a few minutes and cut up your ribbon and your cardstock, you can easily assemble these cards in no time flat. And then this, I put a glue dot under it, and that's going on here. So there we have our 1, 2, 3, let's do it this way, 3, 4 cards. 4 cards made with the Simply or Sincerely Santa tag kit. So I hope you enjoyed your visit, and I hope you'll come back another time. Thanks, and happy stamping. Bye-bye.